If you enjoyed last week's episode, I promise you'll love this week's as well. I'm Vinnie Christiano III, and a recap of all of last week's action and a preview of everything that is to come is coming up next on this week's edition of Around Canisius Athletics, presented by Niagara Scenic Tours. The Canisius swimming and diving program took on the MAC championships last weekend, where freshman phenom Marin Davillard was named Rookie of the Meet. The team had 12 new program records set, along with 6 all-conference finishes, and Evie Layton being named MAC champion in the 200 free. She helped lead the women's team to a 4th place overall finish, and Marin helped the men's team end with a 6th place result. MAC championship season continues this weekend as the indoor track team heads to New York City, as they will take place in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference 2024 championships on Saturday and Sunday. Women's hoops moved to 9-6 in MAC play on the season as they swept last weekend's home series against Siena and Marist. Mackenzie Amalia had 33 points and 14 assists across both games, and Cici Aleka was named MAC Player of the Week for the 3rd time this season, notching double-doubles in both contests, bringing her season total to 13, only one of 25 players in the country to get that number. The team has only 3 road games left of the season, but they will head to 2 of those this week, as they're in Manhattan on Thursday and against Quinnipiac on Saturday afternoon. The hockey team was able to take 5 points while playing in Pennsylvania, defeating Robert Morris 5-3 on Friday and then 5-4 in overtime on Saturday. Kyle Haskins had a 4-point weekend, and Griffin Loughran capped a 3-point effort with an overtime winner in the extra frame to get the win on Saturday night. The Griffs end their regular season this weekend with a home-and-home against the conference-leading and nationally ranked RIT Tigers, with the Griffs' last home game of the season taking place at 7 p.m. on Saturday night. The men's basketball team split last weekend on the road, dropping a game to Marist on Friday before defeating Siena on Sunday afternoon. Trey Dinkins led all Griff scorers with 21 points, and plenty other players added to the offense, including some vicious dunks from Bryce Okpo and TJ Gadsden. Only one game this week for the men, but it's a big one. The red-hot Niagara Purple Eagles come to town. They're here inside the CAC at 7 p.m. on Friday. The women's lacrosse team did lose their only game last week, but are back at it again this coming Sunday at Central Michigan. Meanwhile, the men's lacrosse team fell to number 13 Michigan last Tuesday, but earned their first win of the campaign on Saturday against Bellarmine. Friend of the show, Jackson Webster, recorded 4 points in each of the 2 games, including the game-winning goal against the Knights on Saturday afternoon. After a game on Tuesday against Hobart, they'll head to Moon Township, Pennsylvania, to take on Robert Morris this weekend. Unfortunately for the baseball team, their 3-game series turned into just 1 as weather prevented them from avenging a 6-5 loss to St. Joseph University in Philadelphia. Meanwhile, for their Diamond Sport counterparts, the softball team, they had a busy weekend playing 7 games between Friday and Tuesday. Now, the softball team has a well-earned weekend off, but baseball gets to try again at the One Spartanburg Incorporated Baseball Classic in the Carolinas this weekend. Make sure to get your tickets for the Battle of the Bridge against the Purple Eagles inside the CAC on Friday night, and for Hockey Senior Day at the Lecom Harbor Center on Saturday evening. For this week's edition of Around Canisius Athletics, I'm Vinnie Christiano III, and we'll see you next time.